All praise to create nobody else. I did a lesson on my live channel. There's a reason why you should be click to my live channel and my other channels that I do have. Again, I have 11 channels and I have one on Rumble. I got to move around like that because, you know, YouTube be hating. It is what it is. And we bring hard information. And, of course, we have a research team. We ain't going to say no names because, you know, I was told not to say any names about who's on the research team. So we're not saying no names. But, you know, we've all known each other for a good long time. We're pushing nothing but cold, hard-hitted evidence to the point that YouTube has sent an YouTube agent to try to bother us. And those who know what I'm talking about, you can just go say, yes, they did. But the guy was sitting there bothering us for a whole day till we had to start a whole nother group. And we have currently 3 groups and a 4th group. The 4th group is strictly for women. It's for the Women's Council. We men don't really get involved with that group. We kind of stay away from that group. The Women's Council is going to make decisions, obviously, you know, so that for the wilderness, everything be straight. As men, we don't think about everything I'm noticing that they would think about. So we had to kind of consider that. But there's just one of many reasons why you should be connected to all my channels. Because if not, you're going to miss hard-hitting information. This was called, let's go over here, this news in Lions Den, they did not call us, the creator did not call us those names. And there's a reason why. So you want to pay attention to this, because a lot of names you're calling yourself, the creator name is that these outside nations came with these names, and they had no business doing it. So just watch the whole video, and you're going to learn a lot. This is done by an article, and I'll mention the name at least 2 or 3 times. I think I mentioned it more than that. And hard-hitting evidence, and the guy used the Bible to prove it, and history, which is something I've been telling you to do. If you cannot connect history with the Bible, and of course get to older books, there's too much information you're going to be missing. That is astounding information that you're going to need to know, all right? That will help free your mind, all right? And there's a lot of tricks. The devil had his hand all up in it, man, all up in it. There's no way to even deny it. The devil was one slick cat, and I do not like the devil. The devil's evil, and I just can't stand his ass. But let's keep going. All praise is created, no bounds. I want to stay on a good vibe, not a bad one. All praise to the Creator. So I was actually going to wait until 7:30, but we might as well go ahead and get this out the way. This is the calendar in Revelations, pointing the Antichrist's birth out, so that you see we did not call ourselves Israel, nor this Bethlehem. I guess that's what it's looking like from this. And you can look this up at Kevin Hawkins, Heckle, published 12 December 2009. The astronomy discovery and revelations. Astronomy. So here we go. So let's go ahead and read what he knows. And he proves it. And be happy. Like I said, the creator did say that some of these people were going to let the cat out the bag. And that's what's been happening. So, let's go ahead and dive into this. And it reads, please take the time to read through. Let's
most amazing discoveries I've been looked out for. He said the B word. We don't say that because that means it's the last word. So looked out for to uncover this his astronomy, protections and particular things. One of my hobbies. So this is what he does for a living, sauce for hobby, is amateur astronomy. I've always been people fascinated with the sky. So Mr. Hawk has been fascinated with the sky as it declares the glory of, he uses God, which is a double. I'll just keep reading, but the glory of anything would be the creator's glory. I would double keep still with it. I do not subscribe, endorse, or believe in astronomy, but that's good, of any sort. That's right, because it's pagan. However, the Bible does declare in Genesis, and it does, that the purpose of the stars is for measuring time, as they are the bookmarkers. Okay, for the creator to show us things. He's still using the God word. Okay, all right. So the creator, because the creator the mark, the season, days, and the year. Actually, the creator did not do that. The devil did that. I proved the devil actually made the days. The creator made day all the time. It was never dark. The moon didn't exist. But the devil put that in there when he came up the Nephilim devils here and made darkness, winter, and sickness. Pestilence came with the fallen ones. I proved that as well on back-to-back videos too many times. So the creator didn't make the earth. The creator made everything that was good, and the devil tainted it. The creator did not have darkness. The devil had darkness. The creator didn't want winter. The devil wanted winter. The creator did not want sickness. The devil wanted sickness. So you have to start understanding what's going on. And the devil tricked all the world to make him the world think that, it was day and night. There's no such thing as night, it's only day. But the devil does things, unfortunately, with his technology, such as CERN, such as HARP is a controlled weather machine, which brings darkness to the earth, which brings winter to the earth, sickness and pestilence, and floods, and so forth. The devil has been using this machine many times, and there's nothing new under the sun. So this is not the first time the devil obviously have done this for a long time. The creator obviously going to put a stop to it. Now let's keep reading. Okay. So the stars do measure time. Stars, if you don't know, are fallen ones. Okay? And fallen ones live inside some of these, a lot of these planets. A lot of these planets are wandering stars. Okay, here we go. As they are the bookmarker. Okay, we read that. Okay, seasons. Yes, they are good to know the season. Days and years. Well, we don't know our years because time and dates were totally messed up. So things are not what you actually think. Let's get to the point where this guy's trying to get us to understand. During the Romans' time, a person, was believed to be linked to the signs in the sky. Who is the person at birth? Here we go. Don't let pagan story. For the king and rulers, it was known as the royalty portent. Here we go. The Roman kings and rulers, not talking about ours, that's what they did to your Bible, as declared in the book, the stars of Bethlehem. The Romans declared the stars of Bethlehem, not us. You see, because the Romans want to say the wandering stars, which are created throughout its natural orbit, would be what? Something that is not. That shouldn't be saying low battery. Okay? So, it's all leading up to this BS. So, that means the devil stuck that mess in the book. The legacy of the magic the magic will witness to such a royalty, okay, patron, okay, at Mr. J's birth, which he was what? A clone. How do we know this? Because, oh, that's this thing saying little battery. Goodness gracious. You said we're saying little battery, nothing. Okay, I'll just plug this thing in. I didn't know. Sorry, y'all. I guess I have to wait. I'll turn this one off. We don't need that one. That's all. Okay, where we at? Okay, the legacy. You hear this? Of the magic. So that was about Mr. J's birth, the devil, who was a clone. All right, how do you know he's a clone? Because when the prophet went on the spaceship, the devil spaceship, he asked, "What is that?" Because he saw clones in a clone tube, and he said that was what? He tried to say the Son of Man, when the Creator says he has many sons, but the devil tried to say son is one. See, and it also read stories where the devil admitted to this story how he did this to Shem's Enoch. So and to Shem, let's keep going, which is kind of crazy. Oh, they got big. That's good. I ain't got to show to read it then. Okay, so the legacy, right? And the royalty, who is the world? I mean, it was kind of Romans were the ones who stole everything around this time. So they like to motivate to visit the baby Mr. J, based on, see, all pagan. So they gave us pagan names based on Mr. J, which is crazy. All right, so all the events that occurred at the specific time, Mr. J's birth, double worship, right? And the Romans gave people all these names. So all these names you got from your tribes, they tell you when you're from Africa, when you're not. They call you all these names such as Bethlehem and Israel, when that's actually pagan because it's based on Mr. J, who was the devil. So they named you all these names. The Creator never called us that. And I told you the time before, I had evidence before, but this is even more hard-hitting evidence. If y'all remember the story of Christianity, see? He's letting the cat out the bag. When the magic visit heard the calling of the royal birth, okay, so royal birth, where is that? That's in Matthew 2, right? And 7. So he's quoting scriptures to prove that he's not lying. He's telling you the truth, that it's of the devil, and these names came from the devil. That heard asked them when the man child, okay? All men are liars. That's what the Creator said, right? He's talking about man as the fallen ones. We are his children. This earth is known as the planet of the children of who? The Creator. And when he said all men are liars, come out the fallen angels are liars. See? Man child, cat out the bag, had been born. There we go, Mr. J, all over again. What? From a virgin birth, right? Why? Because he was cloned. Okay, he was a double. The tall Nephilim who claimed to be the Creator when he was not. And they have his body, which I have shown on YouTube, inside some type of thing that has him sleep, like stasis, that's in space travel, and they're waiting to wake him up, and he's in a deep sleep inside this tube. They actually show him off to people. They pay big money to go see this Mr. J, Nephilim giant character. Yes, they do. Okay, let's keep going. Based on that information, oh my goodness, so that's based on facts, right? That the devil deceived the whole world. Okay, let's keep going. By the arrival of the special person, Horde killed all the male children. See, now they're trying to mix it up. Okay, they're trying to say he killed all the male children. No, that was a lie that they put in there. So we'll skip further, because they actually exploded Mr. J here on the spaceship, who was a double, put him down and all that stuff, and blazed him up. Here we go. Not only that, in regular man form too. Even the black woman was a double. Okay, they took him into it though. He was killing our people, kidnapping our kids, father against father, son against son. We chopped his head off because he was bringing our people to the, the Portuguese Spaniards with the copper bull against us to enslave all our people, including our children. And therefore, the whole world came to enslave us, confederate against you. Here we go, let's keep going. The time The magic saw birth even event. The magic saw birth event in the sky. Ain't that the time when they said they seen a star and then they came over here and conquered us? Napoleon and somebody was one of those guys. I forgot the name that said that, and they knew they could win the battle once they seen that star, the devil. Let's keep going, y'all. The devil was coming down. The creator told you that, he meant it. Which completed them to go and they arrived and hold on, Jerusalem. Okay? So they man came to Jerusalem to destroy us, but we did not. And that's the name they given us. So we can't even go by these names. All the names are wrong. Okay, because the Creator didn't call us Israelites. The Creator didn't call us Jews. Jews is actually a pagan name. If you actually look all this stuff up, you'll find out. Me and wife looked up. I looked up. She was a B, so we looked together. What B stood for, they showed the movie. It goes back to Mr. J. Yep, and the beehive, the brain beehive workers of Mr. J. Let's keep going. Book is false fitting, so falsehood, and very published account of the magic story. You hear this? So they made all this stuff up, right? And it's all about Mr. J. Okay. Fast forwarding to our generation, the book of Revelation. Deceptive. Okay. Book of Generations, a person, or it was descripted a person who would be the anti, seed. Okay, well, anti-seed, in other words, there's a big person who would pretend to be the creator but was not. Revelation captured, and of course, Mr. J said he was the creator, and that's the fact, but he was not. Okay, chapter 12, verses 1. Okay, he's pulling it with scripture. Okay, a woman clothed with the sun.
Also, notice I missed something. Not only that, but the one that's going to come down in Revelations that y'all keep calling the Most High and saying the fiery ships is the Most High, that's where y'all fucking up. Because that is a double ship granted to him by the Creator, allowing him to master technology. And that's why in that older book we read to y'all, so he double said, we have mastered technology, therefore we have no help. Who they get no help from? From the Creator. What they do? They left their state. How? With technology. The fiery ships. Boom, in your face. Now what happens after that? Then they come down here and conquer, make you dig. Well, first they tried to force us to do it, and we told them no. That's the real story. They killed a whole bunch of us. This is really facts. We stood up and fought against them. Okay? And this is all starting. People don't realize as above, so below. A heaven and then another heaven. The devil came here and started a war in heaven and started a war in another heaven. You can say heaven and earth. Just another level. Now it's called what? The lowest hell. Because the devil has went through all these places and caused hell. That's why these stars are wandering stars. The planet itself is a wandering planet, if you want to call it that. But the way you see stars in the sky, some are planets, but most of those things that you think is stars are not really stars. Some of the things that you think is asteroids are not really asteroids. This is fact. This is really going deep. Some of you ain't going to catch it. Some of you that seen footage and know what I'm talking about, know what I'm talking about, especially if you did the research. Now let's keep going. So when this guy from Revelations come down from the sky and acts like he's the Most High, now here's the setup. Oh yeah, didn't fake Israel say they got their what they call their Messiah? Just human, but there's a Nephilim thing over there too. It stands tall. He's very big. He's sitting on a big seat, and they worship him. There you go. But hold on. But when he thing come down from the sky, and he will, on a spaceship, and whoever will see him, he's going to try. He's Most High. But you see, the Creator allowed him to what? Master technology. So therefore, his master technology is going to look like what? Magic. The magical story. Then when he comes down with his technology, aka to y'all, magic, y'all gonna think he's the Most High, and he's not. And it ain't gonna matter if you come here black or white. All y'all is gonna think he's the Most High. The Bible says what? Even the elect will be deceived. So you might want to think about that. You just might want to think about that. We're gonna let this go a little further because we got to do a part 2 to this one. there's some things I missed out. So don't forget, I told you I don't get on a spaceship. People keep telling me having dreams, and these things are asking you to get if you're ready to go. Bro, if the shit has to ask you, then it's not from the Most High. The Creator don't have to ask you for shit. And the Creator said He's the one that's going to gather you from all four corners. So the Creator don't need nobody to gather you because the Creator is going to gather you. He's not going to ask you for nothing. If it's time for you to go someplace, you go someplace. But guess what? Didn't the prophet say to the Creator, it sounds like whoever survives this inherits the earth? Bingo. So why are you trying to get on a ship? And when we do leave this area, we're going to an outside layer, but we are not going to that planet hell and other stuff. We're not flying up in the air. We're not even getting on no spaceship. Through the gates, more water, more land. Through the gates, more water, more land. Through the gates. Do I gotta keep saying it? And some of you know what I'm talking about. They say there's 12 levels of heaven. You look up, but you're really looking flat. So you look across, and that's what you're looking. So if you look in the sky, you're only seeing the stuff that's across. The Creator's going to renew all your lands. What about the forgotten planet, or so-called, how they say it? Yeah, forgotten planet or lost planet, Tiamat. How come the garden of Nagret is there? Why don't you ask yourself that? How come that's not on this particular level that we in center Earth? That's another layer. Through the gardens, right? And the earth is a garden, right? The gardens. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to start catching it. Y'all got to start catching it. It's in your face. But see, because folks ain't catching it, this is the reason some of the very elect is going to be deceived. Because when this thing come down, looking black at red eyes, or whatever color he want to look, and talking however he want to talk, and this dude got technology, bro, it looked like magic. It looked like, I kid you not, it looks like magic. He got these army people even deceived, and he's evil. And all these heathen and Gentiles don't even know how to handle, don't know what to do with him. You got to get rid of the devil, deny the devil, destroy the devil. You can't let him chill with you, convince you. He get you to, man, this devil's slick. Let's keep going. Only the Creator can help you in a situation. Stop falling for the hoodwink. And if you see anything physical come from the sky, talking about the Most High, He the Most High, or He the Creator, or just, you want to get on my shit. You know what I'm saying? No, don't get on that shit, bro. A newsflash, your government has those things too. They've been working with these Nephilim, Anunnaki, Reptilian, Draco, Lizzie, Gray, Alpha and Omega, demons, for a long time. Look it up.
And the moon under her feet. What is that? Okay. Nibiru, planet Hell, planet Y, Jupiter, where the devils come from, where they live inside that planet, and the moon. And Red Planet, when I said something about it, she actually looked at Floyd, pointed something at the damn moon, and everybody's seen two demons pace, one big one and one pacing back and forth, as if they're waiting to escape at their appointed time to do more evil, as the millions on the earth to do it. So let's go. Believers is refuse to Virgo. Oh, here we go. Which is, of course, see, now it's coming out. The collectiveness lying just above the epic, the pass through, which the sun, moon, which sun? Not the sun, the sky, that would be sun worship. That's not even real, that's a fake sun. We ain't seen that sun know how long. And of course, Nibiru would be the sun they talked about. That's what they would always quote that. The folks will not get it because he believed that he was the double, okay? And they're the white folks' creator, Mr. Z, because they actually praised him, right? So you got the clone, you got the reptilian, you got the Nephilim, you got the black Mr. J, who was the devil that they raised up against us in the Catholic Church with the Pope and brought him against us, gave him an army. They praised him as if he was a king and actually bowed down to him and convinced him to come against us. and steal our children and to fight us and to kill our people and bring them back to the Catholic Church, right? And the Portuguese from their papal bull. Let's keep going. Another planet travels over time. You hear this? Planet X, for instance, the sun appearing to travel in its course. What's that? The sun's going to travel in what? Planet X through the year crossing. The planet of the crossing is Planet X. Okay, so you see, it keeps on getting worse. Equator 2 times, once around March 2021, and then around September 2022 or 2023. Which are, they've been saying 2022 when they have this war. I ain't think they said that, right? And they put everything together now. Everything's supposed to stand, which are known as the equinox. Equinoxes of the devil, right? We've been through this already. Here we go. Okay, the solar Celtus